Okay, it was the only t-shirt I had that was clean. So before we get started, let's get all of the Where's Wally or Where's Waldo jokes out of the way. Found you! There you are! Where have you been? Hey Wally, you f***ing Where's your dog?
Here's my dog.
Everyone's been looking for you. Of course, if you've got another one, be sure to leave it in the comments section. Maybe it won't look as bad in black and white. No, still looks bad. Now I just look like I'm in a foreign film. A la carte, vol-au-vent, citron, baguette. Oh my god. I had a conversation the other day with someone about my videos, and they said, Andy, you're crazy. I'm not crazy. Yeah, you are. Your videos definitely show signs of insanity. I disagreed with him so strongly that I killed him. But then I was thinking, I guess crazy people don't think they're crazy. I don't think I'm crazy. Am I crazy? So I thought maybe I would pose that question to you, the viewer. Before you go expressing your opinion, I thought I would provide you with what I deem to be the weirdest or craziest things about me. I'm not telling you this because I want you to say that I'm crazy. I'm doing it to show you that this is as bad as it gets and the rest of me is completely normal. So, the most extreme evidence to support the argument that I might be crazy. 1. I've developed something I like to call the cup tit twirl. When I get a cup or a glass out of the cupboard, I like to place it over my right breast and give it a bit of a twirl. I do this every time I get a glass out of the cupboard. Now to confirm, it's just glasses and cups. It's not like I'm rubbing plates, pots, or any other kitchen items on my breasts. Now before you click unsubscribe, let me explain why. The glasses are stored upside down so the inside of the glass doesn't get all dusty. Great idea! But how often is the cupboard cleaned out? Daily? Weekly? Monthly? Oh yeah, Just to be safe, I do the cup tit twirl to rub off any dust the glass may have on the rim which it would have picked up from the cupboard. See? It's not that stupid. Don't go diagnosing me with lystexia or obsessive-compulsive disorder. I can actually stop this if required. It's not like I would do this in front of guests. Hey, do you want a drink? The second thing I do, which might be misinterpreted as crazy, is when I open a jar or a bottle. I like to twist the lid on or off without actually moving the position of my hands. Now that I say that out loud, it does seem just a little stupid. Not crazy, just stupid. I might try to cut back on that. Why do I do this? I see this as a challenge set by the bottle. I know it's plastic and it doesn't have an agenda, but I'm not gonna let it win. Yeah. Anyway, 3 is in relation to breakfast. I'm a bit of a slow eater. And I really hate soggy cereal. So the way I eat cereal is to have a glass of milk and also a glass of cereal. I then alternate between taking a sip of cereal and a sip of milk. This way, I never have soggy cereal. I don't think that's crazy. How else would I avoid soggy cereal? I say they're the 3 main things. Everything else, perfectly normal. That said, I do have an extreme disliking for hot money. You know, when some kid gives you a handful of loose change and for some reason, it's hot? Why? Why? Why is it hot? What have you been doing to it? I'm not saying I keep my money in the fridge. Room temperature money is just fine. I also struggle greatly with hot chairs. That's when you sit in a chair someone has just been using and you realise that you're sitting in their bum warmth. Other than that though, I'm very generic. Okay, sometimes I hold my breath when people walk past so I don't have to breathe in their air. That's it though, that's it. And now it's time for you to decide. Visit the Andrew Ward Fiasco on Facebook, link in the description box, and vote on whether or not I'm crazy. I'll bring you the results in my next video. Until then, thanks for watching, and be sure to leave me a comment about the things that you do that might mean you're crazy. Not only will this make me feel like I'm not alone, but hopefully I'll look sane in comparison to most of the freaky ass shit that you guys get up to. Subscribe to the Andrew Ward Fiasco by clicking on this giant button. Not only is it pleasurable, but it's also free. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Missed an episode? That's unfortunate. Click on one of these links to view another episode of the Andrew Ward Fiasco.